Shalom. I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Barash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabal, coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying. And here we are in 2022, and in the world, things are becoming more and more vexing. But that is not to take away from what the brothers may be going through in their everyday lives, which is also vexing. And the people who are around you may not understand the severity of the times that we're in. But at the end of the day, you can't pull back and wait for them. They have to buckle up and get to where you're at if it's their lot. Now, a lot of brothers or a lot of people are going to lose loved ones. A lot of people are going to lose property. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs, their property, their things that they worked hard for. But and not know how to deal with these losses when these times come. But the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai have been preparing their minds for the loss, to the point where if you actually did lose anything, you're ready for it. You're mentally prepared for it. You're spiritually prepared for it. And that's what's going to set you apart from these other jakes who are out there. So what we're going to go through is no different than what our Lord went through. And it will be no different than what the disciples went through. The book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 24. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. So when you come into this thing, you have to prepare thy soul for temptation. You literally have to have the mindset of losing it all. I mean, I think I'm going to title this lesson, "The Elect is Prepared to Lose Everything and Be Happy in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai." Because 2022 is the year of the ramp up. Things are going to escalate to the point where you really have to have a solid foundation in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to not go crazy. So here it is. The weather is getting rough. Spirits are out there of judgment. There's new mandates going on. There's the soon to be introduction of 5G. There's rumors of wars, and all of these things are going on, and you gotta be prepared to lose. The time is coming where the book of Second Esdras will be played out. The book of Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are escaped of the house of Jacob, and that's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, shall no more stay upon him that smote them. The day is coming where you're going to have to actually let go of this system and depend upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai 144%. Because like I said earlier, you may lose your job, you may lose your home, you may lose your car, you may lose your family, you may lose Rover, your dog. But you're going to have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that he's going to protect you, he's going to feed you, he's going to give you water to drink, you know? You're going to have to trust in these things. But shall stay upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Holy One of Israel. So with the ramping up of 2022 also means the ramping up of your faith. It also means that you're going to have to boost your trust in your Lord and what he said. You know, the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. It is not life, not more than meat, and the body than raiment. Let me read that again. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, and what ye shall drink. Don't care about these things. The Lord said that his servant shall eat, his servant shall drink, his servant shall have joy in these days. While everybody's going through their hell and everybody's going through these tribulations, the Lord said that those men who have been doing the work in truth and in sincerity are going to eat. And you're going to have to believe in that. Nor yet for your body. Don't care for your body on what you're going to put on. You know, what's coming isn't going to be a fashion show. But let's not get simple in a sense that if it's raining outside, put on a raincoat if you got one. If it's cold outside, layer up. You know? If your head is getting wet, cover it up to prevent from getting sick. Let's not be simple. You know? We're not to tempt the Lord in our ignorance. Do what you need to do to, stay warm and stay dry. Although the Lord can keep you warm and dry, but again, don't tempt the Lord. It is not the life more meat in the body than raiment. The Lord knows what you need. And at the end of the day, he's going to provide it to the elect. He's going to give you just what he wants you to have, just what you need. He knows what you need before you even ask it. You know, if it's 18 degrees outside, don't walk out there with shorts and say, the Lord is going to give me some pants, where you have a pair of pants sitting right next to you. Put the pants on. You know, don't tempt the Lord. The book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life is water. And then the Lord said that my men shall drink fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua knows that you need these things, and he's going to provide these things. All these things are good to the godly. So to the sinner, they are turned into evil. So you know these things that are good for life. The Lord is going to provide these things. Because it's about to get turned up. Everything. These tribulations, these frequencies, these these judgments, these everything is about to get turned up. And you really have to prepare yourself for what's coming. You really got to prepare to lose everything and lean on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Riches, the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 4. Riches profiteth not in a day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So a lot of people who haven't been preparing themselves for what's coming, they're going to go crazy. They're going to think that their 401k plan is going to pull them out of what's coming. They think that, their money is going to help them. They think that their BMW is going to be a good trade-in. Nah, no, it's not. Because the riches that you have, albeit monetary riches, property or items, it ain't going to help you in these days. It ain't going to help you to the point where you're actually going to get what you paid for. That's not going to happen. Especially with Jake, because Jake has no riches. The only riches Jake got is a pair of $300 J's, Jordans. That is just ridiculous. Instead of buying a pair of boots or even a good coat that's windproof and waterproof, Jake's out there buying bullshit that won't protect them on any level. Jake is living by the day, although we're living by the day, but we are understanding that the times that we're in, that we may have to pack up and go. Jake's not even thinking that far. The book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 10. Look at the generation of old and see, did ever trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and was confounded? And the answer is no. No one who called upon the Lord was confounded or left behind. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai delivered them out of their troubles. Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And that's so beautiful. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said, call on me while I am near, before the evil days come nigh. And that's what we're doing. We're calling on him before you lose everything, so that he can make a way for you to make it through this system that's about to collapse. Jake don't even understand that their dollar is going to be worse or worth less than the piece of paper that is printed on. Jake doesn't understand these things. And the ninja woman has no clue. And you see these things, and as an Israelite, it's vexing, to see your people in darkness, but you also understand that it's a necessary situation that they have to be in order for you to be delivered. It's really vexing, to hear the conversations of these people. And it's even more vexing when you don't get the respect that you even deserve as a man with these people. That's why they got to be put to death and brought back on the other side with a right mind. I'm at the point where I've checked out. If Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai hasn't opened up your eyes, or if he doesn't open up your eyes, whatever happens, happens. It's out of my hands. I have no control over anything. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. And And that's period across the board. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling. You see a brother go off, you correct them. You keep correcting a brother. You keep rebuking him, to get him back in line. But to the 2/3, one or two admonishes, and you're done because you know that they're just not going to get it. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 3 says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. These are going to be some trying times. It's going to try your faith. And with it, it's going to bring about patience. You're going to have to learn to deal with people. Although as vexing as it is, you're going to have to learn how to deal with people who don't have a clue. The time is coming where you're going to have to actually deal with people on a level that makes it seem as though you don't know the truth. But these people are going to see a difference in you, of course, because we're entering into some perilous times where you're not going to be out there on the highways and byways teaching, preaching, and warning the people. You're going to be a target. You're going to be hated. You're going to be despised. You're going to be rebuked. You're going to be talked about. You are even going to be hunted down for this word. That's why it's important to get in your mind to lose everything. You can't be worried about that big flat color television that you like so much that you play your video games on your free time. You can't be worried about that. You can't be worried about that, if you waxed your car, nah, man, you can't be worried about that. That's what Jake worries about. Jake worries about bullshit like that. Jake worries about maintaining what he has for as long as he can maintain it, because Jake's mind isn't in the mindset that anything's gonna happen. Anything can pop off right now. Now you gotta be you literally have to be prepared in the spirit to have the understanding to know what to do. Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, make not haste in the time of trouble. You're gonna have to know that. Whereas Jake's, on the other hand, is gonna make haste in the time of trouble. You're gonna have faith in what Yahweh Shem Yahushua says, whereas Jake isn't. Jake ain't gonna have faith in the Lord because Jake don't know the Lord, but you do. That's why you got to be happy in what the Lord is saying, because everything that he says is going to happen is happening. And that alone is a faith builder amongst itself. Let alone the fact that, you see these chariots and you see, these prophecies popping off. That's how we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is true. Period, point blank. The book of James chapter 1 and continuing on to verse 4. But let patience have perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. You shouldn't want anything. You should be content with what you have when you're brought to a low state. Everything that you want, it should be in knowing that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to provide. You should want food. You should want something to drink, raiment, shelter. Anything outside of that, to live. You shouldn't even be on that level. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go back into the scriptures. I'm gonna go back to the book of James because there's still more things I could read on that. The book of James, chapter 1 and Salakia. The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally, and abrideth not. Abrideth not. You ask the Lord for knowledge, or you ask the Lord for wisdom, he's going to give it to you. You know? Pray before you eat. Pray before you ask for anything. Repent before you ask for anything. And be of sound mind when you ask for it. And it should be given him. And this is the point. But let him ask in faith. You're going to have to ask knowing that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to give it to you. You're going to have to ask knowing that what the Lord said that he would do for you, that he would do. Nothing wavering. Don't have this double-minded mindset. Well, I might not get it. Yeah, nah, man. Nah. You literally have to be confident in what you're asking for. Because in a time of trouble, you're going to ask the Lord for help. In a time of hunger, you're going to ask the Lord for food. Are you going to be wavering on these things? No, you shouldn't be. You should know that if you ask for help, or if you ask, to be delivered, that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to do these things. You know? And it should be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. You're not sure, you're not confident, you're not built up in the faith. That's why the elect is going to be prepared to lose everything and be happy in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because they know that the Lord is their rock. We know to depend on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for everything. The fact that you woke up this morning safe and unharmed was a blessing given to you by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. A person could have broken into your house and destroyed everything. And the only reason why it didn't happen was because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua didn't let it happen. And a lot of people don't understand that in these days it's gonna be hard to get sleep. It's gonna be hard to stay safe. It's gonna be hard to stay warm. It's gonna be hard to stay cool. It's gonna be hard to stay healthy. It's gonna be hard on so many levels that the hour of temptation is gonna hit a lot of people, but he shall be delivered out of it. Who's the he? The elect. Who are the elect? Who are the elect? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Ratazah. I'm a part of that elect number, and those men who are doing the work that the elect men would do. So, this is a little short lesson that I pray that you find edifying, dealing with the understanding that you may lose everything. You may lose everything so fast that you might not even be able to know what to do or even have a sound mind about it, but the elect will lean on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, whatever the situation is. Because we understand that all things are sanctioned by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, period, point blank. So, with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, B'Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.